There she goes. There she goes. Okay. So first things first. Okay. Let me get this thing out of the way. I'm going to have both kinds of shrimp. I got the peeled in the vein, and I got shell on. Okay. First things first, I gotta get my water rolling. Okay. So I gotta get my water boiling for my boiled shrimp. Okay. I gotta get that going first. Okay. And then I am going to let me move some of this stuff around. Okay. I am going to peel and devein the shrimp. Okay. So you guys know how that looks like, all right, guys? So when you guys buy your shrimp, are they shell on or shell off? Okay. Cool. Okay. Shell on. So you need your paring knife to devein the shrimp, all right? Not your chef's knives. I move my little chef knife on the side. I'm going to grab my sharpen my paring knife because it's kind of dull. Hone it a little bit. Okay. And I'm also going to start a little bit of clarified butter for my hollandaise for the shrimp scampi. Again, this is just a demo, okay? Yes, you can. You'll need to make hollandaise. You'll need to make a champagne sauce, but I'm going to walk you through that right after I cook both shrimps, okay? So I'm going to walk you on how to make that, okay? And those of you guys who are not making it, if you guys would like to follow us and see how it's done, you can also do it instead of shrimp. You can do shrimp, chicken scampi, okay? Same style. Chicken, clams, any kind of meat that is it's soft and tender, it cooks really fast, except beef. Maybe veal scampi, okay? All right, so, yes. Yes, so you may follow me on how to make that scampi recipe, okay? All right. So here it is. Here's my shrimp, okay? Let me show you how it's peeled in the pan, okay, guys? So here's the shrimp. See it on the camera? Okay. I'm holding it half moon, right? Half moon on a crescent moon with the opening to my right hand side. If you're right-handed, you're going to hold it like this, okay? Index and middle finger behind it, and your thumb in front of you, okay? My right hand, my index finger behind it, right behind the curvature, right behind the legs. My thumb in front of me, pinching the legs, okay? See, like that? Pinching the legs, okay? Fingers, shrimp, thumb, right hand, index finger behind the legs, thumb in front of my the legs, pinching the legs, and I'm going to push with my thumb down. I'm going to let go of my left hand, okay? And my thumb is going to slide in the shell to resemble the body of the shrimp. The whole entire shell comes off in my thumb. One stroke. Okay? See that? One stroke. Okay? One more time. Okay? Yes. I got several shrimp. I can do that over again. So, the shrimp is in front of me, okay? It's in a crescent moon. I'm holding it with my left hand. Index and middle finger, okay? In the middle of the shrimp. Behind it, not in front of me. My thumb is in front of me, holding it on the other side, okay? So it's the crescent moon. The opening is to the my right side, okay? I put my finger behind the shrimp legs, okay? I pinch it with my thumb, okay? Pinch with my thumb. My thumb slides in as I'm holding the legs with my finger. Remove my left hand. And then my thumb slides in that one little opening, removing the shell in my thumb. Okay? It's going to take some practice, guys. I don't expect you guys to get it all in one shot. But this way, the way I'm doing it is back in the days in the 80s when we used to have shrimp cocktail on the menu, there was never any peel and devein IQF. IQF stands for individually quick frozen shrimp. It was always in a 5-pound block, frozen like a brick, and they came in shell on, just like this, okay? So we thawed them under running water, and we had to peel and devein each and every single one of them, okay? And in the industry, you know, if you're not fast, go ahead. Individually quick frozen. Okay. So here's my finger, right? Here's my left finger, right? My left hand. I'm only using my middle, index, and thumb, right? So I'm going to hold it sideways, okay? Shrimp, half moon, flat, on top of my middle finger and my index finger, and my thumb here. Okay, see? Half moon crescent, standing up, flat. Index finger goes in the bottom of the legs. My thumb goes pinching the legs, okay? As I'm pinching, I'm pushing, I'm peeling downwards, and as I'm peeling downwards, my thumb is digging itself into the cavity of the shell all the way around and removes the shell in one slot. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the times it does, okay? Here we go. Okay? So yes, individually quick frozen, IQF, okay? That means the shrimp is going to come in like this, okay? This is how they come in. Peel and devein. This is what we call individually quick frozen, okay? Now there are several kinds of size of shrimp. So when you go buy shrimp, okay, the larger the number, the smaller the shrimp. The smaller the number, the larger the shrimp. The one I'm peeling right here in my hand, this is called a 3135 shrimp, okay? Which means there's between 31 and 35 shrimp per pound. That's a lot of shrimp per pound, okay? The one that I'm holding over here, the gray one, that is IQF, individually quick frozen, this is a 2125. That means it's 21 to 25 shrimp per pound. Okay? The ones that you use for your shrimp salad, the little baby ones, those are 240 to 250 shrimp per pound. So you see the larger number, the smaller the shrimp. Oh, hold on real quick, okay? So to devein him, you grab your shrimp, okay, like this. Half moon bias, on a half moon, crescent moon, but the opposite direction from when you first held it. And you're gonna grab your knife and then cut it along the back, like that, okay? Oops. You all the way like that, okay? Almost like you're gonna butterfly it, but you don't. And you take the blade of your knife and then you remove the poo-poo, okay? That's it, okay? That's how you devein the shrimp. Okay? Yes. Okay. So I'm holding the shrimp, okay, in front of me, okay? And I'm holding it towards the camera so you guys can see, right? So I'm holding it the opposite way from when I first held it. So half moon crescent opening to your my left hand side, okay? Gonna grab the blade of my knife and I'm gonna run the blade on the back of the shrimp, like that, okay? All the way down to the tail. See, like that? And stop where the shell starts. And then see it, and then with the blade, go ahead and remove any poo-poo, okay? Any feces that are in the shrimp, okay? So to go back to the shrimp, yes, that is the intestinal tract of the shrimp. If you do not remove that intestinal tract and you cook it as is, what's going to happen when you chew it, that intestinal tract has sand in it. You're going to find it very gritty to the texture. So always remove the vein, the intestinal tract that runs along the back of the shrimp, okay? Because it is off-putting to have that gritty texture of the sand in the shrimp's intestinal tract, okay? And it's also no, no, it won't make you sick. It just people don't feel like eating shrimp feces and the texture of it too, yeah, throws you off. So again, the gray shrimp here right here, this is 21.25. That means 21 or 25 shrimp per pound. In the industry, we used to have 16.20. Those are almost considered prawns. Okay, prawns are different. Remember we saw in the picture and on the slide, prawns are about 16 to 20 per pound. Those are what we call jumbo shrimp. Now there's a bigger size called a tiger or the U10. The letter U, the number 10. Those, what the U means, under 10 shrimp per pound. Those are humongous. Those are huge. Not like lobster, but they're really big. For an entree, I would do 4 U10s on a plate at $40 a pound. I mean, $40 a plate. Okay, U10 means under 10 shrimp per pound. Again, the smaller the number, the larger the shrimp. Okay. So I'm going to continue to peel and devein my shrimp. But I am going to save the shells because from the shells I can make stock, I can make shrimp bisque, I can make all kinds of goody things, okay? So I'm going to continue peeling and deveining, okay? I'm only going to peel half of this because the other half I got to reserve it for my other class. Okay? And the more you do it, the faster you become at it, okay? The only shrimp I don't really care for is the Gulf shrimp, so from the Gulf of Texas. It has a petroleum oil flavor to them because that's where we have the oil offshore oil drilling, especially when we have the hurricanes come through and it throws out the rigs. The shrimp that we get is like it smells and tastes like petroleum. That is correct, okay? The boil, you can leave the shell on, but you got to peel them afterwards, okay? So I'm going to do some with the shell off, and I'm going to use some with the shell on, okay? So that's as far I'm going to go, and that's I'm going to use the shell on for boil. So I'm going to do 2 kinds, and you see the difference. When you peel them and you boil them, sometimes they turn curly. So the shell holds them in shape, okay? But for the rosemary, you leave them with no shell and you peel in the vein, okay? So I got 4 shrimp with the shell on. And I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with no shell, and I'm going to devein those, okay? Yes, for presentation. Anywho? Right now I just got water, but I am going to put mirepoix, celery, onions, and carrots. But I'm also going to add any kind of scraps that I had in my fridge. I got some turnips. I have some leeks and some mushrooms. So when you make a shrimp stock, the mirepoix needs to be mild, not strong in flavor. So I'm not adding any bell peppers, no tomatoes, none of that, okay? I'm also going to add some lemon juice, a little bit, some whole lemons in the mix too. And of course, I'm definitely going to go some Old Bay spice to give it some flavor to the shrimp, okay? That's fine. You're welcome. Yeah, the tail is only useful for when you do a presentation. It's sometimes really nice to showcase the tail on a plate, okay? It adds a little bit more presentation on it, okay? Once you peel and devein your shrimp, you're going to rinse them in the sink, okay, on the cold water, okay? Because you don't want any residue of sand in your shrimp, okay? Okay. So here's my shell on shrimp, okay? I got my peel and devein shrimp here. I'm going to rinse in a minute. Okay. And then right before I get cooking, I'm going to show you how to shuck the oysters, okay? A little demo. Okay? No, the shell line, you're going to peel and devein after they're cooked. Okay. So here's my peel and devein shrimp on, my shell line shrimp, and my other ones that are IQF. Got them both in here, okay? And I'm going to save the shells so I can make stock. I like to make stock because, you know, shrimp bisque and stuff like that is very aromatic, okay? So I remove my shrimp. Huh? Okay, that's good, okay? So right now, I am rinsing any dirt, mud, or debris from my oysters, okay? I got 3. I'm gonna show you how to shuck the oysters, okay? Because if you don't do it properly, you may end up stabbing yourself, okay? Large size should be fine. Rough chop, because you're not looking for you're not going to showcase your knife cuts on the mirror box. You're welcome. Okay. So here are my shrimp, okay? I mean my oysters, sorry. These are Gulf oysters.
Nice shrimp.
Okay. So to shuck shrimp, you need a oyster opener, okay? Preferably one that has a curved tip like that, okay? See that my oyster? Yeah, that you got to be careful with that one. You may stab yourself in the hand and crucify your hand. So this is my oyster shucker, and it has a curvature at the tip, okay? The curvature is going to help you quite a bit when you shuck the oysters, okay? So first things first, safety. You got to have a towel. You're going to fold it, okay, very thick, okay? See my towel that's folded? I'm going to grab the first oyster, and I'm going to look at the tip right here, okay? The tip, I'm going to look at it, see where I can position my shucker. So I'm going to probably do it like this, okay? Here's the tip of the oysters, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the tip of my oyster right here in this point, and then swivel my hand, rock it back and forth, okay? I'm not pushing inside. I'm not stabbing it. I'm just swiveling my hand back and forth. So again, first things first, safety, okay? Grab a towel, fold it, and then sandwich the oyster in your hand. That way, if the oyster shucker slips and goes past the oyster, your towel is going to prevent you from stabbing yourself, okay? So here it is, guys, okay? Here's the oyster. Here's the oyster. It's held in a sandwich position in my hand with a towel. I'm going to put my tip of my oyster knife here, and I'm going to swivel that back and forth, okay? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but let's see if it works, okay? Here we go, okay? I'm going to push it a little bit. Here we go. See that? You swivel it, and it opens real quick. Easy does it, okay? You remove the muscle from the top, and this is your beautiful, beautiful oyster, okay? So now, what I'm going to do is going to remove the bottom muscle holding the meat from the shell, okay? There we go, okay? This is the oyster right here, okay? I'm going to pick it up, okay? This is the oyster meat, see? And the shell. Nice and clean, that's what you're looking for, okay? And there's no pearls inside, darn it. Right. I have found some pearls in some oysters in the past. I got 3 pearls in my little box of trinkets. So, one more time, I'm going to go with the next oyster. Okay. Sandwich between my towel. Okay. I'm going to find that tip. I'm going to insert my oyster shucker with the tip pointing up in it, nice and tight. I'm going to the knife. I don't want to cut myself. And I'm going to swivel my oyster back and forth. See that? This one's real easy. Okay. Remove the muscle from the top. Here we go. Okay. remove the muscle from the bottom, and you get a nice looking oyster right here. Oyster meat and oyster, okay? Third one, okay? And then I get cooking with my oysters, okay? My shrimp. Again, I'm looking where I'm going to position my knife, okay? Fold it with a towel like a sandwich style. Insert the tip of my oyster, kind of push it in a little bit so it gets a nice grip, and swivel my hand back and forth. See? There we go, okay? Remove the muscle from the top, okay? This one is a little bit dry. It's not bad, but it's not as moist as the other one, okay? There it is, okay? Oyster meat and oyster shell, boom. So that is your demo for oysters, guys, okay? You guys will freak out. I know Mr. Landa was like, ah! Okay. So that is for oysters. I'm going to continue boiling my water, okay? Okay. I'm going to put these oysters away because you got to keep them refrigerated. Okay. Now I'm going to go and start cooking, okay? Get the camera spooning the right way. Okay. For both dishes, I'm gonna do about maybe 3 shrimp per skewer because my rosemary skewers are very small. Okay. So I got maybe 2 skewers. So I'm gonna do 4 shrimp on the skewer, and I'm just gonna cook the rest. Okay, I'm gonna boil them. Okay. But I'm gonna say something. Maybe my back. I'm gonna say something for the shrimp scampi. Okay. So 4 for the skewer. I'm gonna cook some on the for the shell on for the boiled shrimp. I'm gonna save the other ones for the boiled shrimp, and say reserve some for the shrimp scampi. Okay. So for the shrimp scampi, I'm gonna use the larger shrimp. This is the 21-25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 6 per plate. So I'm gonna do 2 dishes, okay? So I got for the, sure. For the scampi? Oh. You plate them up. You plate 1 plate or 2 plates. So how much chicken you got, okay? Okay, then you can do 2 plates. So, right. So here we go. I'm gonna add some leeks to my boiling water, okay? And again, I'm using what I got left over, guys. You don't have to add the same thing I have, but you do gotta have mirepoix, onions, tomato, celery, and carrots, okay? Large size. I got them all rough chopped. Got some carrots. Got some leeks, some parsnips that I have from a couple of days ago, okay? I have some onions that are large size. I got a little bit of bias cut celery, okay? And again, it's mirepoix, okay? Mirepoix. There we go, okay? I got some lemons that I saved from the last couple of days. I'm gonna add them in here too. I'm gonna squeeze the lemon juice in the water, okay? But I'm also gonna drop the whole lemon in there, okay? A couple of those ices too. There we go, okay? Yes, you can add the whole lemon inside your boiling water, okay? I used to add oranges too, and oranges to give it a little more flavor. Now a little bit of Mrs. Dash. Okay. I don't add salt because remember, shrimp is not only high in cholesterol, but it's also high in sodium. So you do not add salt to your water. Got it, guys? Okay. I'm adding a little bit of Old Bay spice to my shrimp boil. Just enough to give it some flavor. Maybe like about a teaspoon, okay? Not a lot. I'm also adding some lemon pepper. And again, I'm not going on the recipe. I'm going to what a little bit different. You don't have to. You can follow the recipe. Okay. A couple of bay leaves and some peppercorns for my broth for my boiled shrimp. That is it. That is pretty much it on my boiled shrimp. Okay. I'm going to let that come to a boiling point. In the meantime, I'm going to grab my rosemary, my sad-looking rosemary skewer. I'm going to remove the needles. Okay. And with my paring knife, I'm going to sharpen the tip of the rosemary skewer, okay? Now I'm going to skewer my shrimp, okay? So I'm going to hold them kind of like in a half moon shape, the opening towards me, towards the right-hand side, and I'm going to skewer the tail in first, and then skewer the head in first. So it holds in shape like that, like a little C, okay? There you go, see that? Like a little C. And I'm going to continue, okay? One more skewer. Maybe 3 shrimp, my skewer's not that big. 3, that's it. That's how much I can fit on that skewer, okay? And as far as the seasonings, I'm not going to do a lot of heavy spicy seasonings. I'm going to maybe just rub some oil on it. No salt, again, because the shrimp is high in sodium. Maybe a little bit of lemon pepper and Old Bay spice on this rosemary skewer, and that is it. Okay, plain and simple, guys. Okay. The rosemary skewer, there's a recipe in the portal. I am not following it. You may if you want to, but I'm only adding a little bit of oil, lemon pepper, Old Bay spice. That is it. Again, today's kind of it's an easy day, guys. It's not that hard, okay? Don't overthink it. Here's my water for the boiled shrimp. It's not there yet, okay? While that water is going, I'm going to start making my little bit of cocktail sauce, okay? For my boiled shrimp. Okay. Got some good old Heinz ketchup. Delicious for French fries, okay? Like about a quarter of a cup of Heinz ketchup. Maybe half a teaspoon of horseradish. Horseradish depends how much you want, how spicy you want your cocktail sauce to be. A little bit of horseradish, okay. Some Worcestershire sauce, the one that everyone has a hard time pronouncing. Worcestershire sauce. Yes, ma'am. Right. Sauce. Correct. I said, go ahead. Liam Pairings for short. Okay, my water is boiling for my boiled shrimp. I'm going to drop them like it's hot. Drop it while it's hot. Drop it while it's hot. Here we go. my peel, my peel and deveined shrimp. Okay, some of this juice to give it more flavor. My shellon I'm boiling. You're not sauteing the shellon. Shellon I'm going to boil them. The only ones you're sauteing is your rosemary skewer shrimp. Yeah, only saute your rosemary skewer shrimp. Okay, all the rest go boil. So I'm doing 2 times. I'm doing peel and devein, boil, and I'm doing boil shellon. Okay, because I want to show you guys the difference if you boil them without the shell versus with the shell on. Okay. And they really don't take a long time. That's why you got to bring the water to a boiling point, drop them in, and they take maybe 3-4 minutes maximum. If you leave them past beyond that, what happens is they're going to become really small. They're going to shrivel and shrink, and they're going to get tough. You don't want that shrimp to be tough. Yes, they can't even chew. They get so tough. Okay. So I got ketchup, horseradish, Worcestershire sauce. Lemon juice, okay? And I don't have any Tabasco. If I would have Tabasco, we'll add it in it, okay? I got some Cholula, but it's not the same thing. I got some Tapatio, but it's not the same thing now. Okay. No, right? Mm-mm. So I'm going to mix this cocktail sauce with the lemon juice, horseradish, and Worcestershire sauce. Here we go, okay? Nope, no mustard. There we go, okay? Cocktail sauce. Delish. Right on point. I'm gonna put that in a little serving dish for my shrimp cocktail and set it aside, okay? There we go. Cocktail sauce is done. Easy. Okay, easy. I'm watching my shrimp. Go ahead. That is correct, okay? So my shrimp are almost done. How do I know they're done? When they turn like orange color or pinkish, and they start to curl and it's like they start to curl and get all nice and firm. They're done. I'm gonna shut off my water. So really, they don't take a long time to cook, guys. They don't. Okay. I'm gonna strain it. Dust off that shrimp broth is good for nothing. Not even for soup. It's got too much other ingredients in it. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm straining it, and I am going to remove the shrimp from this mess of veggies that I had in, okay? But what I need to do before I remove my shrimp from this mess of hot veggies that I just strained, I need to shock them in nice water so they'll stop from overcooking. Otherwise, they'll become tough and rubbery. So you need to shock them in nice water, or cold water, as soon as possible when they come in the hot water. So that's what I'm doing in my sink right now. Okay. I'm rinsing in all the other excess vegetables that I had in my meal pot. Okay. here's my shrimp that I just boiled. Beautiful. Okay. So I am going to peel in the vein the ones that are boiled with the shell on, okay? Easy does it too. Same kind of technique, okay? Yes, boil one, some with the shell on, some without the shell on, so you can take a look at the both differences, okay? Like here, take a look at this one, okay? I don't know if you can see that one. See how it curl up and it got shriveled up with no shell, no nothing on it. And look at the one with the shell. How nice and beautiful shape it came out. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna remove them from this. Okay. I'm gonna remove the ones that are already peeled in the vein. Okay. Cool, now that that's cool, I can get rid of the size water. Here we go, okay? So I'm peeling and deveining the ones that were cooked with the shell on, okay? Let me wash my knife because I didn't rinse it when I was peeling the raw shrimp. Okay, so I'm peeling and deveining the ones with the shell on, okay? Same style. Cut along the back from the head all the way to the tail, like you're butterflying it, and then scrape the intestines out, okay? I'm peeling it the same way. I'm grabbing my shrimp from my index and middle finger at the bottom, my thumb on front of me, half moon crescent, opening to my right side. My finger and my middle finger is behind the shrimp, holding the legs. My thumb is pinching the legs, pushing towards the back, and my thumb becomes the body of the shrimp, removing the whole shell in one piece, okay? Okay, there it is. Peeling the vein shrimp. Okay. I'm going to put them on a plate so you guys can see the difference between all three. The ones that were IQF, the ones that were shell on, and the ones that were I peeled in the vein before cooking. Okay. So these right here on my plate, the two ones on my left hand side, are the ones that are peeled in the vein afterwards, the ones that are cooked with the shell on. The ones on the right hand side, the ones that are shriveled up, are the ones that are peeled in the vein before cooking. And the ones over here in front of me are the ones that came in individually quick frozen. See the difference, guys? Okay. Uh-huh. Correct. That is correct. Correct. Because they hold their shape. And if shrimp are expensive, guys. You guys know that. So you want to emphasize the size of the shrimp or the shrimp itself on the plate. You don't want to serve something that is very shriveled. When we peel in the vein is when you cook them on a sautepan, like shrimps linguine, shrimps carbonara, that kind of dish. You peel in the vein. You don't serve them with a shell on. But if you're going to serve them boiled shrimp in a shrimp cocktail, you boil them with the shell on first, and then you peel in the vein. They have more of a show more bigger shrimp than we're supposed to have, okay? And that's what we want to show them. What people will think that you're cheating them about their shrimp. You're serving a smaller shrimp and they're paying for a premium price shrimp, okay? So that's the shrimp, okay? I'm not cooking the rosemary skewer yet. That's gonna be almost last because it's gonna cook really, really fast, okay? How you guys holding? Yes. No, the ones that the shell is just to show you guys the difference between both of them. Both can be served for boil, but it just, you know, appearance-wise, the ones that no shell on, when you boil, they just don't look that good. How's everybody doing before I move to the scampi, guys? That's fine, but as long as it's short enough, not too big, otherwise it will not fit in your cooking pan, okay? You gotta cut a little bit shorter. Okay. So for my boiled shrimp, I am going to use, where's my square plate? I'm going to use a little white plate, okay, for my boiled shrimp. I'm going to plate that up now and get out of the way, okay? So here's my little white plate. Maybe I got to cut the sauce by half. It's too much sauce on my plate. Because I want to emphasize the shrimp on the plate. If I use a different kind of plate, it might get lost in the mix, okay? My plate might be too busy, so I don't want to use my blue plates for this presentation, okay? So here's my cocktail sauce. Delicious. Now, for this plating dish, it's really simple, guys. It's not that hard. Usually, shrimp, boiled shrimp, you serve on a platter with ice. I'm not going to do that because I don't have crushed ice. I mean, I do have that, but you know, I'll present it later, but when it's time. But for this one, I am going to present it with lemon slices. Okay. Again, boiled shrimp is presented with ice, like shrimp cocktail, okay? I'm going to do that at the end, not right now. I'm going to do 2 plates, one for you with no ice, and one for you with ice, okay? I am slicing very thin slices of lemon, okay? 2. Orange slice is too big, unless your plate is that big enough, okay? You can use an orange slice, but it's going to be kind of big on your plate. Depends how big your plate is, okay? I'm also slicing very thin slices of lime, okay, because it's green, and then my lemon is yellow. And just for the goodness sake, for Miss Chelsea, guess what I'm using, Miss Chelsea? Bingo! Radishes. Thank you for that, okay? Okay. So I'm using radishes as well too, okay? There we go, okay? So on my little square plate goes 1 slice of lemon, 1 slice of lime shingle, another slice of lemon, okay, and 1 more slice of lime shingle. Yeah, Chefy, it's an even number. I'm sorry. And then here on the side, I'm going to just add 3 little slices of radish, okay, just to offset it towards the middle, not on the rim of the plate. The rim of the plate has to be clean, okay. And I am going to use the shrimp that I peeled and deveined, okay, after they were cooked, okay, after they were cooked. There we go, okay. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. Okay. Here we go, okay. So I am not laying it flat on my plate. And again, I want to emphasize the shrimp, okay. I'm putting through 2. I'm putting 4 shrimp. But the other 2 shrimp, check this out, okay. I'm going to intertwine them. There we go. There you go, like little lovers right here. Like they're cold out in the wintertime. Baby, it's cold outside, come in. Okay, here you go. And I'm gonna put him, I'm gonna put him at the beginning. Here we go, okay? Right here, at the beginning where the cocktail sauce is. So, that's it. Shrimp cocktail, done. Or boiled shrimp. Plain and simple, guys. Plain and simple presentation. The other ones, I'm going to save it and present them on crushed ice later. Okay, not right now because my ice will melt. Okay. Very thin slices of lemon and lime on a bed on it, and very thin slices of radish to offset the color of the shrimp and the lime. Okay. So that's boiled shrimp. Like I said, guys, I didn't have this plan on the plating presentation last night or this morning. It just came up to me right now, okay? And to make it even stand out better, okay? And to even make it stand out better, I grabbed my blue plate, use it as a charger, and put it on top of the blue plate. Voila. That's it. Boiled shrimp on a bed of thinly sliced lemons and limes and some radishes. What do you guys think about that one? Any thoughts on your boiled shrimp? Yeah, the cocktail sauce comes out really nice, okay? Mm-hmm. Yep. Easy does it, right, guys? Easy does it. Well, okay, when you guys are ready, let me know. I'll go with the shrimp scampi. I am not going to do my rosemary skewer until later because I don't want it to get cold, okay? Okay. So I'm going to save this dish. Okay. I'm gonna put it away for now in the refrigerator. It's not sitting here at room temperature because remember, this has to be served cold, okay? I love playing with food. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. It's passion, right, Chefy? It's passion. It doesn't. We sleep on it, we breathe on it, we lived it, we everything. Oh, what is it? Okay. Okay, guys, let me know when you're ready to rock and roll. So for you guys who are not doing the scampi, take a breather and watch what I'm doing, okay? Because sometimes you may want to do this with a chicken or scallops, crawfish, any of that kind of deal, okay? Those of you guys who are doing it with me, again, it's a very simple recipe, not that hard, but it takes time. It definitely takes time, okay? So I'm going to try to slow down on this one for those of you guys who are making it with me so you guys can see how it's made, how it's done, okay? How it's prepared. Okay. I will when I get started, okay? It's a shrimp scampi recipe that I had from 1980 some years old. And the ingredients is a fish veloute made from the fish stock that we made last night. But the veloute, it is not thickened with a roux. It is thickened with a cornstarch slurry. That's the difference, okay? That's one sauce. To make that sauce, I reduce shallots, minced shallots, in white wine. Add my fish stock. Bring it to a boiling point. Simmer it. Thicken it with a roux. Fish veloute, minced shallots, reduced with white wine, add your fish stock, bring to a boiling point, simmer, thicken with a slurry of cornstarch. Let it simmer at low to medium heat. And then whisk in heavy cream. Once the heavy cream has been added, simmer for another few minutes to activate more thickening with the heavy cream. A little bit of salt to taste, and champagne. Whisk in that champagne, set it aside. Correct, that's the champagne sauce. Next, Hollandaise. You guys know the recipe. You guys know the technique for hollandaise. I'm not going to go into detail about that one. So have hollandaise ready to go. Grab your shrimp. Dredge in seasoned flour. And saute in clarified butter. Lightly saute, not sear until golden brown. Lightly saute. Add your champagne sauce. Bring it to a simmering point. Remove from the heat. Add a touch of fresh champagne. And then fold equal amounts of hollandaise sauce in it. Serve with steamed jasmine rice, rice pilaf, or basmati rice. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna. Correct. Away from the heat, fold in the hollandaise. Yes, otherwise it'll break. So away from the heat, fold in the hollandaise. All right, here we go, guys. This is your shrimp scampi demo. Okay, this is your shrimp scampi demo. The same can be done with chicken, but your chicken, you have to cut it like you're doing Kung Pao chicken or Asian cooking style chicken. You just cannot throw the whole breast in there. If you're doing chicken, cut the breast lengthwise into 3 strips. Cut that strip on a bias flat against the grain. Okay? So it looks like a little flap of skin. Same technique. Dredge it in seasoned flour, saute it in clarified butter, add champagne sauce, simmer it, set it aside, add your hollandaise, and serve it over rice. Okay? Are you guys with me? Are you with me, Mr. Jeffrey? Okay. Who's with me so I can start this scampi? All right, here we go. So I got my stock pot with minced shallots. Okay. It's about maybe 3 tablespoons of minced shallots. I'm going to add some of this, not all this wine because I got to enjoy some later on tonight. I'm going to add some about a quarter of a cup of this white wine, okay, or a little bit less, and reduce the shallots until au sec, until they're almost dry. Okay. While that is reducing, I am going to separate my egg yolks from my egg whites, get them ready for the hollandaise, okay? And again, you guys know the deal on hollandaise, okay? I'm not going to walk you through because you guys already made it, okay? 3 egg yolks, yes. Yep. Three egg yolks, and then of course my water. Just enough to cover the egg yolks. pinch of salt. Okay. I'm watching my my reduction here being done. Okay. Not ready yet. I'm gonna set that to the back burner so I can do my hollandaise in the front. Okay. So I got two things going at the same time. Okay. Squeeze my lemon juice into my egg, water, and salt mixture. Okay. Whisk until they're emulsified. I mean, whisk until they're foamy, away from the heat first. And now bring him on my fire, okay? Medium to low heat. I'm watching my reduction in the back, okay? Whisking my hollandaise, nice and foamy and spongy. I want it nice and frothy. The frothy, the better, okay? I am watching my reduction on the back burner at the same time so it doesn't get too dry. My hollandaise is nice and thick. It's done. Set it on the side. Okay. My reduction is going. Okay. That's what it looks like. Okay. I'm gonna push to my front burner so you guys can see what's going on. Now I'm going to slowly add my whisking my butter into my hollandaise and set that aside. Okay. Okay. All right. That's my reduction. I'm going to add half a quart of the fish stock that we saved from yesterday. Only half a quart, okay? That's it. Bring that to a boiling point, okay? And I'm going to continue whisking, in the meantime, my butter into my hollandaise, okay? Slowly, so do not break my hollandaise. I'm whisking vigorously on my hollandaise while slowly adding my butter. One more ladle of clarified butter, and that should do it. Boom. Hollandaise is done. Okay. There you go. Able to make hollandaise at the same time as I'm reducing my shallots and white wine for the champagne sauce. Okay. Hollandaise is done. I'm gonna set it aside for now. Got my butter, my flour ready to go, my cornstarch, my shrimp. I'm gonna bring in my saute pan, get it ready to rock and roll. Okay. And I am going to cheat, fellas. Okay, guys? I am going to cheat, just to let you know. Okay. I am going to use the microwave to reheat my rice. Because I got my rice left over from yesterday. Okay. Because leftover steamed jasmine rice can, if you try to reheat it on the stovetop, it may work, but you're going to have a little bit of softer, mushier rice. Okay. And I don't want that. As a matter of fact, I might do that. Okay. I might try to heat it in this. Yes. It is. Yes, I'm reducing it right now. Okay. Yes, I am going to cheat on my rice, guys. Okay. If I was at work, I would not do this. What I would do is steam my rice, bring it back to life on the stovetop, okay? If I have any rice left over, but if I don't, even better, okay? The only way you can save and use steamed jasmine rice the next day in the cooking process is when you make fried rice. Delicious fried rice, okay? All right, my fish stock is simmering right now. It's boiling, okay? See that? It's boiling. So I'm gonna drop my heat to low to medium, okay? Okay, there we go, it's boiling. Okay. Gonna remove it so it doesn't overflow. Okay. Gonna put it back in the stovetop and then slowly incorporate my cornstarch slurry, okay? Remember, cornstarch is water with cornstarch mix in it. And you guys know the ratio, okay? Here we go, slowly adding my slurry to my fish stock that is simmering, okay? Slowly. I want this fish stock to be nice and thick before I add my heavy cream. There we go, okay? It is thick now, as the bubbles appear to be a lot slower, okay? Now I'm gonna incorporate my heavy cream. Great value from Walmart, okay? Here we go. How much heavy cream? It's usually between a half a cup to a cup, it depends. Right now, eyeballing it, okay? I want my sauce to be nice and white, not translucent, okay? Almost solid white, like milk, like a bechamel, okay? That's it. It took maybe about a cup, okay? I'm gonna let that come to a simmer and I'm gonna set it aside, okay? And then I'm gonna fold in my champagne sauce, okay? Well, that is going. I'm gonna start doing my rice. I got my little Asian cup that I spray with vegetable spray. I'm gonna put my rice in here. Pack it nice and tight. Okay. Off center, there we go. Nice amount of rice. Okay. Here we go, champagne sauce is simmering. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit more, okay? So I can reheat my rice in the meantime. That is, so I want it to simmer for a few minutes to activate the thickening agent and the heavy cream on the sauce, okay? Okay. Champagne sauce. Now I'm gonna add my champagne to it, okay? I got this Andre California champagne, $7.99 at the store. This is the kind that gives you headaches if you drink too much of it. It's like, somebody kill me now. This is the one we use in the industry for mimosas or Sunday brunch. You think you're getting a nice quality champagne at your Sunday brunch mimosas with orange juice? They're feeding you the cheap stuff, okay? I know, I used to do that. Okay. There we go, champagne. I'm gonna kill the heat on my champagne sauce, and I'm gonna add some effervescent bubbly champagne, like about half a cup or a cup, okay? That's it. Champagne sauce becoming very bubbly. There we go. Champagne sauce is done, guys. I'm gonna taste it, see how it is. Champagne-y. Set that aside, okay? probably Topo Chico, Calistoga, Perrier, any kind of sparkling water, but you're not gonna have that acidity from the tartness from the champagne. Okay. Now I'm gonna go with my shrimp. This is it, guys. Shrimp scampi. After this one is done, then I'm gonna go ahead with my rosemary skewer shrimp. Okay. Shrimp scampi. Here we go. Okay. I'm taking one shrimp, dredge it in flour. Another shrimp, dredge it in flour. Okay. Yes, peeled in the vein. This is raw peeled in the vein. That is correct. Okay. Okay. This is your peel and the vein raw shrimp. Okay. Add my clarified butter to my saute pan. Okay. Put in my shrimp that have been dredged in the flour. And again, I want them lightly sauteed. I'm not going to brown them. I'm not going to fully cook in here because I got to add the champagne sauce. And that's what's going to finish cooking the shrimp, okay? There we go. If you love shrimp, champagne, sauce, and hollandaise, this is the dish for you guys, okay? Okay. I'm going to flip the ones that are not seared on one side, get them going too, okay? There we go, okay? And these are tail on shrimp, okay? A few more minutes, and I'm going to add this shrimp stock or the champagne sauce, okay? I'm adding my champagne sauce now. About 3.5 ladles of champagne sauce. I'm gonna let that come to a simmering. Okay. Lower the heat a little bit because I don't want my sauce to disappear. Okay. As it's cooking, my sauce is thickening up. Okay. And at the same time, my shrimp are cooking in the mix. Clean my cutting board. Okay. Shrimp are not cooking. Toss them a little bit more in the champagne sauce until they get all fully cooked on all sides. Okay. But again, I don't want to overcook them because I don't want it to be rubbery. Okay. Okay. See how the sauce got reduced and got more thick? Okay. And my shrimp are not overcooked, they're not rubbery, but some of them are still a little bit translucent, okay? So a couple more minutes simmering in this sauce, okay? I'm gonna bring my plate out, my enhanced reheating technique of my rice. Okay. There we go. At this point, I'm going to kill the heat, and I'm going to add my hollandaise sauce. Ready, Chefy? Ready, guys? Okay. See, the heat is off. Pan is on. Champagne sauce, shrimp. There's my hollandaise sauce. Okay. Fold it in. Okay. There we go. Delicious. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to plate them up, okay? They're not standing up. Let's see if I can put them standing up better. Nah, I should have butterfly them better. Six shrimp per order, okay? And I'm gonna hit with some of this sauce on top. I know I say guys don't ever cover your items with sauce, but in this case, the sauce is not gonna stay on top. It's gonna hopefully sink in when it's done plating, and you can see the outline of the shrimp, okay? There we go. Now for garnish, I'm not gonna use radish. I got some little bit of arugula here that I bought at the store. It's sad looking arugula. Maybe I'm not going to use it. No, I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to garnish it with a twist of lime. Lime slice, okay. There you go, shrimp scampi done, okay. All right, now I'm going to go for my rosemary skewer shrimp, guys. That's the last one. Okay. Set that aside. Bring my pan over really quick. I'm not going to use butter. I'm going to use oil on this one because my pan is used and abused, and I don't want it to stick, my shrimp to stick. Okay. And again, I got my shrimp skewer right here. Gonna hit it with a little bit of oil. Okay. A little bit of lemon pepper. No salt because again the shrimp is high in sodium. Just a dash of Old Bay spice. Sprinkle it, but I'm going to rub it. Okay. There we go. Okay. You're right. That is correct. Uh-huh. Plain and simple, guys. Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. That is correct. With oil, okay? Not butter, because butter has milk solids, has water, and if I use clarified butter on the shrimp skewer, it might stick to the pan. Yes, but you got to be careful because the shrimp's so small, they might fall through the grill grates. Yes, 1620 preferably. Okay. Here we go. Rosemary skewer shrimp is going into my pan right now. Little bundle of arugula and some spinach here. And the obligatory ubiquitous lemon slice, and the radish. Yes. Correct. I know where you're going, and yes, the answer is yes. Here it is, guys. It doesn't take long to cook the rosemary skewer because the shrimp are very delicate, and you don't want to overcook it, so otherwise it'll become very rubbery. Okay, done. That's all it took. That's why I saved it towards the end, because it doesn't take long to cook the shrimp. Okay. $16.20 on the shrimp. Okay. Here we go. Shrimp skewer, guys, done. Nope. Because you already got lemon pepper in it. I use it a lot, even in my barbecue rub, my dry rub for smoking brisket. That's great. Yeah, that's good. That means you're healthy. All right. So rosemary skewer shrimp scampi. Now I'm going to do my crushed ice for my oysters on the half shell. Okay. Okay, some ice. Got my ice here. Okay. Bring out my oysters. Bring out the other shrimp to present on the half shell. I mean, right next to the shrimp, the oysters. So, here's my cocktail sauce. Okay. Here's my 2 oysters. Okay. Yeah. No. You can do baked oysters like Rockefeller. Okay. But I already used my whatchamacallit, my hollandaise sauce. Okay. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, because a little bit more softer, more slimier, if you want to call them like that. Okay. There you go. Oysters on the half shell with shrimp cocktail. Okay. No, you put a little bit of cocktail sauce in your oysters and you just go down. So